They recognize each other instantly.
Orlov, you damn ghost!
Dmitry Orlov snaps his pistol up with lightning speed and fires at the man who has appeared in the stairwell. The shot is lethal. The man pitches forward, collapsing at Orlov's feet.
This doesn't end with me!
You turned traitor, Victor Weech. And that didn't come from me. You were never faster than me. History doesn't forgive amateurs.
The stairwell spits him out into the factory's main hall. Broken windows, rusted beams.
They gave the order to start Red Roll. Why? Vernut Europa, awake again. In a new shape, Red Roll. A legal annexation, dressed as governance.
Seychen Kitir, at the usual time tomorrow.
If it's a setup, it won't be their first mistake. You picked a scenic place to ruin my morning. You're late. I killed for this. You kill a man, then call it a favor. Classic you.
This isn't war, Hunter. It's reclamation.
Red Roll, already in motion. Who is going to believe this Orlov? Tell them, if they still listen.
Inside! Now! You're done running, Esterhas. Chain me if it helps you sleep. But if you stop me now, you're at balls! Shut up, Hunter!
If he hadn't protected you, I would have shot you myself.
Somewhere under the grey skin of London, in a bunker the government pretends is just another office, my life loops on a bank of screens. Thermal silhouettes, bad compression, the fractured glow of an industrial yard at night. A figure moves in the white smear of a camera, and half the room decides it looks enough like me to end a career. They don't check the missing frames or the broken timestamp. They don't ask why the angle is wrong. They just see what they want to see. A traitor they can point at in tomorrow's briefing.
We've been waiting for this to surface. It confirms everything we feared about Esterhaz.
Thermal fit, rough gate match, politically convenient.
Jonathan Villain stands behind them, arms folded, watching the same ghost. He doesn't flinch where they do. He watches how the man moves, where he keeps his weight, how he never gives the cameras a clean angle. Jonathan has spent his life reading failure patterns. He knows how I move when I'm trying not to die, and this isn't it.
Breeze it on 6-3.
The image locks. Grain, heat bloom, a body that could be anyone. In his head, a quieter sentence forms that he doesn't dare say in that room. That is not Hunter Esterhaz.
You cooperated with Dmitry Orlov. You sold collected data to a hostile service. Do you deny this?
I deny that you're asking the right question.
It is a yes or no.
I met Orlov once. You have that on file. I brought you what he gave me. You buried it.
What you brought caused chaos, a fabricated dossier, A dead NATO representative. Footage that places you with Orlov at the scene.
Beatrice, it's Jonathan. I'm entering the briefing room now. We have a confirmed visual on the target. Be prepared.
You only use this line when you've lost control of a situation.
We have thermal from Budapest. Yard, bad angle. They're calling it Hunter.
And you?
My gut says no. Their careers say yes.
Send me everything. If he's guilty, I want to hear it from him. If he's not, someone just fired inside the perimeter.
Back in the cell, there is no clock. The sound leaks through concrete in bursts. Theme music, headlines, the smooth voice of someone paid to sound calm while the world burns behind them. I lie on the bunk and listen as my life is repackaged in 30-second blocks.
NATO field operative Hunter Esterhas is alleged to have provided classified alliance data to a Russian intelligence asset.
Dmitry Orlov.
They show the same thermal ghost Jonathan saw in London. They fill in the blanks with whatever words test best in focus groups. Defector, betrayal, security breach. Once the right anchor reads the right script, most people will never ask for anything more. That works on people who still believe the system is real. I've spent years watching how doctrines are rewritten, how laws become weapons, how reputations are sacrificed to redraw maps. If they've gone this far to cast me as the villain, then the man they should be afraid of is still moving freely.
So I make a decision while the news cycle eats my name. I am not clearing myself in their room on their terms.
If I want to stop what Vernet Europa has become, Ian, I have to get out of this cage and back onto the board.
Newgate Station is not a place you meet someone. It's a place you route through. Every system has nodes that look chaotic from the outside, but behave predictably once you understand the pressure they're built to absorb. Newgate is one of those nodes. Borders, schedules, jurisdictions, language boundaries, all compressed into a single concourse designed to keep people moving and questions unanswered. Crowds don't hide you here, they sort you. Beatrice walks half a step ahead of me, not because she's leading, but because it forces anyone watching to choose which of us matters more.
2 tails, maybe 3. Don't stare.
If they were any good, you wouldn't have seen them.
That choice always costs them time. Time is what surveillance bleeds first.
Jonathan wanted us visible. This isn't visible.
He wanted Orlov talking, not on camera.
The Watchers are bad. That's the first confirmation. Real professionals don't cluster. They don't linger. They don't keep line of sight longer than necessary. These people want to be seen just enough to signal presence without understanding consequence. Which means they're not here to stop us. They're here to record the moment we realize the meeting isn't happening. Orlov knows this station better than they do. He understands that any exchange here would collapse into paperwork, footage, interpretation. Too many cameras. Too many witnesses who never actually see anything. Newgate isn't a meeting point. It's a filter. By itself tells me Orlov planned this in layers. Safe houses aren't about concealment. They're about control. Control of sightlines, entry points, and expectations. The door Jonathan opens doesn't resist him. That's deliberate. Resistance would suggest fear. Inside, Orlov has already chosen the geometry of the room.
Lights are off. Curtains drawn. You never leave a place like this unattended.
Sit down, Mr. Villain. You are late.
The wall is the center of gravity, not the gun in his hand. Jonathan understands rooms like this. He's built them, signed off on them, trusted them. What he hasn't done before is walk into one designed by someone who understands Alliance doctrine better than the Alliance itself. This isn't a defector's panic room. It's a briefing space. Orlov isn't hiding from the system. He's standing inside it, pointing at the parts it refuses to see.
When Beatrice and I arrive, the room stops being a standoff.
and becomes a classroom. The wall doesn't describe targets, it describes behavior. Corridors, not cities. Nodes, not capitals.
You've been rewriting half the doctrines on this wall for years.
Small failures. Normalized. Nobody notices until it's everywhere.
This is where Orlov's thinking becomes dangerous.
Red Roll is not about tanks. It is about signatures.
He's not predicting collapse. He's budgeting for it.
Then we don't chase the chaos. We chase the signatures.
You don't break alliances this way. You exhaust them. Jonathan sees it now. I can tell by what he doesn't say. Clearing my name won't matter if the system itself is being trained to misidentify the threat. This isn't about defense anymore. It's about preemption. If we stay reactive, we become part of the doctrine. If we move first, we rewrite it. In the aftermath of my shooting, Beatrice finds a rare moment of stillness, alone with her thoughts in a rain-soaked London.
Orlov shoots Hunter. Orlov feeds us intelligence on Red Roll. Orlov pulls me out alive. It's a lot of Orlov, and none of it adds up.
I follow the lead from Orlov to an unremarkable antique shop in Berlin, owned by a former KGB intelligence officer.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
I'm searching for a specific Soviet-era wristwatch, rumored to carry significance far beyond nostalgia.
Orlov said that if the watch still existed, it would be here. You are looking for the wrong things.
That watch is not worth anything anymore. That's why I'm still alive.
God damn it! On the floor! Now!
What kind of mark is that?
Hunter! Jump in! Quickly!
I have the watch. Orlov was right. Following the events surrounding Berlin and the discovery of a tattoo from the old Soviet era, I find a rare moment of stillness in a snowing Stockholm, alone with my thoughts. We didn't just fail to see it. We chose not to. While Europe's politicians distracted themselves with exporting democracy, the world was preparing for something else entirely. Now our leaders stand exposed, inexperienced, hesitant, paralyzed, caught between great powers led by strong men, each advancing with their own agendas. We fractured ourselves in the name of democracy, debated while others prepared, argued while they organized. And in this world, weakness isn't debated, it's exploited. Beatrice told me to abort. I didn't. Not now. Not when we're this close. Instead, Nadia and I are on our way to the restricted mine. Something is happening in that mine, and I don't believe it's sanctioned. At least, not officially. Maxim's reaction said enough. Too sharp. Too rehearsed. The warning was specific. Stay away from the mine. And that's usually where the truth is buried.
Hunter, what is this place?
This isn't just a facility. It's a factory for arming drones.
Hunter, watch out, he has a gun.
Nadja, why? You shot Maxim the scientist.
Run, Nadja! Run!
Red Roll has been hit. Not as a warning, as confirmation. They know now that we're watching, and they know the margin for error is gone.
Hello, 1 million views. Present danger, thank you. Your support hasn't gone unnoticed. Over the past few weeks, Beatrice, Jonathan, Orlov, and I have been following a trail most people never see. What we've uncovered isn't a single threat, it's a pattern. Europe is fractured, systematically. And that didn't happen by accident. We're not here to explain everything. We're here to deal with it.
The Red Roll dossier, passed to us by Orlov, was the beginning. Not of answers, but of pursuit. It raised the right questions. Why is Europe under attack? And who's really behind it? Alongside Beatrice, Jonathan, and Orlov, we've pushed back. Lithuania, London, and most recently, Svalbard. Red Roll adapts. So do we. This isn't over. See you at our next mission. Hostile city. No margin.
Hunter, I'm Aradhya. Beatrice sent me.
Variables appear fast.
We've been flagged!
In the car.
Hold on!
This is an unexpected start of the day.
We're going to Beatrice. She's expecting us.
Jonathan! Hunter! Aradhya!
You made it.
Command regained. Pressure remains.
Beatrice, please, start.
I know how we draw out the NATO mole. You don't hide moles. You bait them.
Let's see who reads classified mail.
I've secured invitations for all three of us. Cocktails reception. If there's a mole, they'll surface there.
Timing decides outcomes.
There. The man with Peter. The mole. What are they arguing about? Russian oil?
You don't command me. Fuck off.
Come on, I introduce us.
Get ready.
Damn it!
We're too late.
Peter, darling, what is all this about?
Take them away.
Games end. Wars
Jurisdiction is power.
Move! He's getting away!
This wasn't how I planned it.
I believe you, but we've learned something since. Aradhya's contact her, or Peternet her, isn't innocent. And what happened earlier wasn't a coincidence.
You're right. Oil doesn't justify this. Something bigger does.
Where is Aradhya?
Red Roll is breaking. Jonathan has been taken. We are operating out of Istanbul. Exposed beast, but mobile. Orlov resurfaced. No explanations, only logistics, passports, clean identities, extraction routes. He always arrives when the board shifts. That's not strength. That's instability. Next move, back to safe house and prep for Malta.
They're using his family. Red Roll has leverage over Samantha.
Jonathan's wife, Samantha. We don't yet know the mechanism. Financial exposure, political vulnerability. Possibly something deeper. Jonathan is disciplined, but family overrides discipline.
If he compromises, Red Roll gains control. Time is no longer neutral. This didn't start in Istanbul, Lithuania, Svalbard.
Each operation weakened Red Roll, but the origin point remains the same.
Victor. Orlov eliminated him in Moscow. Days later, he handed me the dossier in Budapest. That wasn't coincidence. It was sequence. Every major shift traces back to that moment. Malta will tell us why.
Malta changes everything.
I'm reviewing the sequence. Orlov shot me on the train to Berlin. He said it was necessary.
Necessary for what? I've worked with him long enough to know he doesn't move without reason. I just need that reason to be ours.
This is the endgame, the last move on the board. Follow us into the collapsed world as we hunt down Red Roll in this final chapter. When this is over, everything changes. Keep a light on for us.
I'm good to go.